My family's secret tore my world apart in one unguarded moment. I'm Vanessa, 34, and one rainy evening in Raleigh, North Carolina, my life unraveled. After a mundane video call with my parents, I set my phone down, thinking it was over. But their voices lingered, raw and unguarded, as they spoke to my brother, Ethan. My mother's tone was icy, clinical. Living with her is torture, but her cash keeps us comfortable. Ethan's sharp chuckle sliced through, smug, like he'd been in on it forever. My chest tightened, breath caught, as their words burned into me. I stood frozen in my living room, the phone's glow casting shadows, their betrayal unfolding in real time. My parents, my anchors, saw me as a wallet. Ethan's laugh mocked me, a cruel echo of my worth in their eyes. I didn't scream or cry, just sat, replaying their words, each one a shard in my heart. Had every hug, every "I'm proud of you" been a lie? That night, I couldn't sleep, their voices looping in my mind. Have you ever discovered a truth about your family that broke you? Share in the comments. How did you carry the weight of their deceit? The next morning, I moved through my kitchen like a ghost, brewing coffee, frying eggs, the routine a mask. My hands were steady, but my mind churned. I had to watch them, play the part, and uncover the truth. Dad shuffled in, grabbing coffee without a glance, his eyes glued to his tablet. "Morning," he muttered, barely audible. I nodded, lips tight, noting his hurried sips, like he couldn't wait to leave. Mom breezed in, her voice too bright, babbling about a neighbor's renovation. "So extravagant, right?" she chirped, folding a towel too carefully. Ethan sauntered in, eyes on his phone, grunting a greeting. I caught his smirk, same as the call. I cleared plates, my gaze sharp, cataloging their tells. Dad's twitchy fingers, Mom's forced cheer, Ethan's apathy. They weren't my family anymore, just actors in a play I'd funded. 2 years ago, I'd bought this sprawling Raleigh house after inheriting a fortune from my grandmother. I'd welcomed them in. Dad, post-retirement. Mom, always shopping. Ethan, 36, coasting after his failed music career. I paid the mortgage, utilities, their luxuries, believing it was love. Now, their gratitude felt like a script. I recalled Dad's probing questions about my stocks, Mom's push for lavish dinners, Ethan's endless loans for studio time. I'd ignored the signs, but no more. In my note app, I typed, "Dad dodges my eyes. Mom's too chipper." Ethan's glued to his phone. Every detail was a clue. By Tuesday, I noticed more. Mom came home with glossy bags, leather jackets, gold earrings. "Just treats," she said, laughing off my stare. Ethan hinted at needing a new laptop, his tone casual but entitled. Dad asked about my 401k, his smile thin. I deflected, but my gut screamed. That night, I sifted through bills in my study. Cable, groceries, a $700 spa day I didn't take, all on my card. A $3,000 charge to a music store caught my eye. "Ethan's doing." My hand shook as I noted it. "Unauthorized charges." "Ethan's gear?" Wednesday, I caught Ethan rifling through my desk, claiming he needed a pen. His eyes flicked to my open laptop. I shut it, heart racing. At work, coding apps, my mind stayed on them. Last Christmas, Mom had gushed over a necklace I'd bought her, calling me her savior. Dad had toasted my promotion, but now I saw greed in his eyes. Ethan hadn't thanked me for the $5,000 I'd given for his album. I added to my notes. Ethan snooped. Mom's fake tears. Dad's toast was a lie. Friday, I dug deeper, pulling bank statements. My breath caught. Transfers, thousands, to an account labeled E. Wright Productions. Ethan's music hustle, funded by me, without consent. $6,000 last month for $1,500 before that. My parents had access for emergencies, but this was theft. I noted. They're stealing for Ethan's dreams. I needed to act. Saturday, I opened a new bank account, transferring half my inheritance, hundreds of thousands, beyond their reach. I changed passwords, locking them out. At Sunday brunch, I struck. "Over pancakes," I said. "I heard your call last week.
You didn't disconnect.
I know you're here for my money. Silence crashed down. Mom's fork froze. Dad's face paled. Ethan smirked, then faltered. What call? Mom stammered. I held her gaze. You said I'm torture, but my cash is worth it. Ethan laughed. Dad coughed. We were venting, Vanessa. We love you. Mom nodded, frantic. A misunderstanding. Ethan scoffed. You're paranoid. I slid my phone across the table, showing Ethan's post calling me a greedy control freak. Explain this, I said. And the $10,000 you took. Mom gasped. Dad stared at his plate. Ethan's jaw clenched. It's for family, Mom pleaded. I stood. Family doesn't steal. You're out by tomorrow. Ethan laughed, bitter. You'll regret this. I didn't waver. Pack. Monday, they were gone, their rental confirmed by a neighbor. Mom texted apologies. Dad begged to talk. Ethan sent a curt, "You're selfish." I ignored them, meeting a lawyer to secure my assets. The house felt lighter, mine again. 6 months later, I'd sold it, moved to a cozy Durham loft, and rebuilt. Christine, my friend, visited, her laughter filling the space. Dad worked odd jobs, Mom sold trinkets. Ethan's music career tanked after his post backfired. I learned trust is earned, not owed. My boundaries are my strength. What would you have done? Share below.